All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're going to start in child's pose today, and we are still working on splits. So if you do have blocks, they can come in handy if you want to grab a block or two. But go ahead and make your way to child's position. Feet about hip distance apart, arms reaching forward. Just let your head sink towards your mat. You can rest your forehead on your mat too, if it reaches. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, exhale. On your next breath, just go ahead and set your intention, purpose, or dedication right from your child's pose and seal it on your heart. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to yoga. Take one more breath in your child's pose, reaching forward, sending your hips back. And slowly make your way to a tabletop position. Hands right under shoulders, wrists under shoulders, knees right under your hips. On your inhale, let your belly drop, peek up. Exhale, dome and round your spine. Just moving through some cat-cows. Belly drops, peek up, dome and round. Take one more set, letting your belly drop. And curling each vertebrae up towards the ceiling. Come back to center in your tabletop. Pull your core in, tuck your toes, lift your knees, make your way up to your first down dog. Go out and pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg just hip height. Exhale, place it through to your lunge. Drop your back knee down, lift yourself up, let your hands tap your knee and grow a little taller. Then start to sink forward into an Anjaneyasana or a low lunge. Hips dropping towards the floor. You can reach your left arm up if you'd like. You can reach both arms up, add a little back bend. Come back to center, release your hands down, frame your foot, tuck your toes, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's move through a modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Tap your knees and lower yourself down to a low push-up. Then just come into a baby cobra, heart and chest lift. You can glance at the front of your mat. Come through tabletop or tuck your toes, lift to your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg hip height. Exhale, place it through to your lunge. Drop your back knee down, lift yourself up, tap your knee, grow a little taller, and hinge into your front leg. Let your hips drop. You can let your knee cross over your ankle or in front of your ankle. Reach your right arm up, maybe reach both arms, add a little back bend, release your hands down, tuck your right toes, lift your knee, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Modified vinyasa, come forward, high plank. Tap your knees, lower yourself down to a low push-up. Find a baby cobra or a small cobra. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold forward. Inhale, lift your shoulders hip height, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up to your first fierce or chair pose. Pull your thumbs back. Settle your hips. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach up. Exhale, all the way down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take an inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot, find your warrior two. Settle in. Let's add some dynamic movement to our warrior. On your inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, peek up at your thumbs. Exhale, back to warrior two. Take one more. Straighten your leg, reach up, look up, find your warrior two, and settle. Reach forward for a bent knee triangle, elbow to knee, or you can press your arm to the inside of your leg. Find a nice long spine. You can take your right arm forward if you'd like to come into an extended side angle. You can flip your palm and take it behind your back for a half bind. If you'd like, you can reach through for the full bind. If you're in a bind, take a peek up past your shoulder. Gaze up at the ceiling. Take one more full round of breath. Sink into your clothes. Come back to that knee triangle, right arm lifts. Lift yourself up through warrior two, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back towards the back of the room. Inhale, reach back a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge, right hand planted. Left hand can tap your knee, your hip, or reach high. Keep the length in your spine as you twist from your core and peek up. Release your left hand down, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Modified vinyasa, come forward, high plank. Tap your knees, lower yourself all the way down. Come into a sphinx pose. Slide your forearms forward, elbows right under your shoulders. Press into the tops of your feet, lift your heart and chest. Send your heart and chest forward. Release yourself down. Again, you can come through tabletop or right to your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and just tap. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Drop your left knee down and start to sit back. So if you do have a block, I like to use a block right under my right glute, almost taking a half split here. Sitting back and then letting your upper body melt over your right leg, hinging forward. You can flex your toes, you can flex your foot, toes towards your nose, digging your heel into the mat. Full breath in, full breath out. Start to retrace your steps back to the lunge. Move any block you have. Lift your left knee. Then lift your left leg high, coming into a standing split. Bring your forehead a little closer to your knee. You can place your right hand behind your calf or ankle if you'd like. Lift your left leg a little higher. Drop your left hip so it's in line with your right and walk or float your hands up to heart center. Reach arms back, just tap the warrior two. Then slowly hinge yourself forward, left knee to 90. Coming right into our tree pose, take your left knee over to the left. Bring your foot into your thigh, calf, or ankle. Once you feel steady in your right leg, in your standing leg, bring your hands to heart center. You can always interlace hands or fingers and flip your palms up. You can reach both arms up. Just finding your tree pose. Press your left knee over to the left. Lift your heart and chest. Slowly make your way back to center, knee at 90, arms by your sides. Grow a little bit taller. Release your left foot down. Take a moment to shake out your feet, shake out your ankles. Taking dancer's pose on our left side, reach your right arm up, take your left arm out. Catch your left foot behind you. Grow tall. When you're ready, start to kick back. You can reach forward. You can hinge forward. And always keep your top arm lifted. Take one more breath in your dancers. Slowly bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up, press palms. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Take an inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Find your warrior two and pause. Adding dynamic movement, inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, peek up, look up. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more, straighten, lift your heart and chest, look up. Find your warrior two and settle. Reach forward for bent knee triangle, elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. Find your steady legs. And when you're ready, you can vary, reaching forward, taking a half bind or a full bind. Settle in a little deeper. Lift yourself back up to bent knee triangle. Using your left arm, lift yourself up to warrior two, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reaching up and back. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down to your twisted lunge. Left hand planted. Right hand taps your knee, your hip, or reaches high. Peek up. Release your right hand down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Modified vinyasa, come forward, high plank. You can tap your knees or lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Bring into a full locust, arms by your sides, lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Try to peel one or two more ribs off the mat. Lift your thighs off the mat, fly. Release your hands under your shoulders, press up to tabletop or through to your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow and pause. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Drop your right knee down. Start to sit back. You don't have to come all the way back. You can always pause or use that block under your left glute as you hinge forward. Just finding a half split. Start to make your way back into your lunge. Again, move any props or blocks. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, then pop your right leg up, standing split. Lift your right leg a little higher. Drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Walk your hands to heart center or float hands to heart center, reach arms back. Slowly hinge your right knee to 90, arms stay by your sides. Take your right knee over to the right for tree pose. Place it into your thigh, calf, or ankle. Bring your hands to heart center if you'd like, or reach arms up. Take a full round of breath, lift. Slowly make your way back to center, knee at 90, arms by your sides. Release your right leg down. Take a full round of breath to shake out feet, shake out ankles. Coming into dancer's pose, left arm lifts, right arm comes out to the side. Catch your right foot behind you. Grow tall through your left side body. Kick back into your hand. Keep your gaze past your front fingertips. Reach. Slowly make your way back up. Knees tap at the top. Release your foot. Take that back stroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. This time, plant your right foot down. Use your right arm, lift it up, cartwheel yourself up to a warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Flip your palm up and catch your wrist, or you can place your hand in between your shoulder blades and grab your elbow. Straighten your front leg, release your front hip, give yourself a reach back. Give yourself one more little tug back. Come back to center, arms to a T. Turn your left toes in for a wide-legged forward fold. Flip your palms, lift your heart and chest. As your palms flip down, pull your core in, belly to spine, and hinge forward. Release your hands under your face or shoulders. Again, if you have a block and you'd like, use your block to keep that nice long spine. You can also reach out for calves or ankles. Tip weight into the balls of your feet. Send your hips up. Take a full round of breath. Start to walk your hands forward. Turn your left foot forward, coming into a lizard lunge. So both hands are inside your left foot. Drop your right knee down. If you'd like, you can come onto forearms, or you can stay up on hands. Roll to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Just give yourself a little hip opener here. You can use your hand to press your knee out. Start to turn your left foot back in. And again, if you'd like, you can come back to hands. I'm going to use a block under my left foot. So if you have a block, this is helpful. If you don't have a block, you can use anything that's sturdy, a box or something you have handy. You can also do this without a block. Tuck your right toes behind you and lift your right knee back up. Now just take a slow rock forward and back. So just bringing your knee, your left knee slightly over your ankle, and then bringing them stacked over one another again. Take 2 or 3 more rocks here. And then you can drop your knee. You can come back to the half split, again, maybe using your block. If you have a full split, you can take one here. You can always use a block under a thigh on a high setting, a medium, or a low setting. So just find your split, whatever that means for you. Try to settle in, sink in. Slowly make your way back out into your lizard lunge. Make sure your right knee is up. Then bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. From our high plank, we're taking a side plank. So separate your feet hip distance. Bring your left hand right under your left shoulder. Spin onto the edges of your feet and lift your right arm. Try to pike your hips up. If you'd like, you can lift one leg, or you can take a tree plank. You can always drop your inside knee too. So you have many plank variations. Wherever you are, take your top arm forward. Release your top arm down. Inhale in your high plank. From your exhale, you have choices. You can lower down to the low push-up, move through a chaturanga. You can stay and work your plank. You can left right to down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your left foot down. Use your left arm to cartwheel yourself up to your warrior two. And settle. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. You can take your palm up, catching your wrist, or hand in between your shoulder blades, catch your elbow. Straighten your front leg. Give yourself that little self-assist, that tug back. Back to center, arms to a T. Turn your right toes in. Flip your palms up, back to our wide-legged forward fold. Lift your heart and chest. Pull your belly to spine, flip your palms down and hinge forward. Release your hands under your shoulders. This time you can walk your arms underneath you, allowing your spine to round. Or you can walk hands forward for a wide-legged down dog. Tip weight into the balls of your feet. Send your hips on. Take a full round of breath. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. As you start to walk your hands forward, turn your right toes forward, coming into your lizard lunge. Drop your left knee. Again, you can come to forearms as you spin onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Press your right knee out. Come back to center in your lizard lunge. Reach around for a block if you have one and place it under your right foot. This just gives you a little bit of leverage. So again, if you don't have a block, you can do this without a block. Lift your left knee up. Find that little rock, forward and back. Nice little hip opener. Take one or two more. And then start to come into your split. So again, if that just means a half split for you, place your block under your glute if you have one, or just sit back, hinge over your leg. You can use your blocks underneath both legs. You can frame them by your sides and use them to prop yourself up and come into a split. Many options. Sink into your split, full round of breath. Walk yourself back into your lizard lunge. Left knee lifts. Place your right hand to the outside of your right foot, regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, come into your side plank. Right hand is centered, left arm lifts. Plank of your choice. Keep your core strong and lift your hips. Take your top arm forward. Release it down. You're back to your high plank. Inhale, high plank. Your choice. You can lower down. You can stay in the plank. You can come right into your down dog. Meeting in our dog, take a full inhale and a full exhale. We're coming into a yogi squat. So you can either bend your knees and hop yourself forward, feet to the outside of your hands. Or you can step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Press your palms at heart center. Use your elbows to press your knees out. Find a nice long spine, crown of your head lifting, hips dropping. From your yogi squat, if you'd like, you can come into an arm version, an arm balance. I mixed two words there. An arm balance or an inversion. So you can take a crow or a crane, or if you have a headstand or handstand in your practice, you can take one. Again, if you have a block, you can place a block under your glutes and hold your yogi squat. You can add a twist to your yogi squat. You have about 2 more breaths to play wherever you are. If you're in the inversion, you can always catch up. But when you're ready, step, walk, or jump yourself back to your down dog. If you'd like to flow through a vinyasa, you can take one here, or you can stay and pedal out your knees, pedal out your feet. Take a strong down dog, heels towards your mat, upper body through your arms. Lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and take your toes over to the left and fan open your hip. Try to keep your right shoulder squared forward. Bring your right leg back to center. Place it through to a lunge. Drop your left knee down, walk your right foot across your mat, coming into a pigeon pose. If pigeon doesn't work for you, you can always bring both legs to an L and take a 90-90 sit. Or you can roll onto your back and take a figure 4. You're taking pigeon, take a moment to lift your heart and chest, drop your hips, and then bring yourself forward. You can come onto forearms or you can rest your head on a block. Letting your hips drop towards your mat. Take one more breath in your pigeon. Start to walk yourself back up to forearms, back up to hands. Roll onto your right glute and swing your left leg forward, bringing your left heel to the left corner of your mat. Bring it to a seated head to knee. Place your right foot to your thigh, the inside of your thigh. Bring your arms up. Turn towards your left foot, come down, seated head to knee. Bend your knee as much as you need to make forehead to knee connection. So if you can't quite tap forehead to knee with a straight leg, go ahead and bend it. Reach past your left toes. Use your arms, use your core, lift yourself back up. Take your right arm behind you for a mini wild thing. Roll onto your right leg, lift your hips, reach back. Release your hips back down. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. You can interlace your hands around your feet or just rest your hands on your ankles or calves. Start to hinge yourself forward with a long spine. When you can't keep that length anymore, let your spine round, looking at your belly button. I want you to use your inner thighs to press your knees down towards the floor. Then also try to get the middle of your glutes, your glute medius, involved. Engage your glutes, press your knees down towards the floor. Keep pressing your knees down. Release that engagement. Roll yourself back up to center. Send your right heel to the right corner of your mat, back to your seated head to knee. Left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Reach up. Turn towards your right foot and come down. Let your forehead melt towards your knee, your upper body melting towards your leg. Reach past your right toes. Use your arms, use your core, lift up. Mini wild thing, take your left arm back, roll onto your left leg, lift your hips, reach. Release your hips back down to the floor. We're coming back to our pigeon by swinging our right leg behind us and then kind of scooching yourself up onto your hips so your hips are squared. So if that transition doesn't work for you, you can come back to the down dog and then step your leg forward into the lunge, your left leg, like we did on the other side. Lift your heart and chest, drop your hips, walk yourself forward. Take one more full round of breath to settle. Walk yourself back into forearms, back into hands. Lift your heart and chest. Tuck your right toes behind you. Send your left leg high. Bend your knee. Fan open your hip. Left toes, over to the right. Bring your left leg back to center. Release it down. Find a slow pedal of your heels, a slow pedal of your knees. Feeling the stretch in the back of your legs on each side. Back to center in your dog. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands. Sit back on your mat and lift your knees up to 90. We're coming into a boat pose. So you can catch right under your knees with your hands to center yourself. Pull your core down, lift your heart and chest. Bring your arms out by your sides, palms facing up. Continue to lift your heart and chest and pull your low belly, your low core down. Hold your boat. If you'd like, you can straighten your legs. We're holding for 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Release the soles of your feet down. Roll yourself back on your mat, coming into one bridge or wheel pose. Walk your heels towards your glutes. Press into your hands and feet and lift your hips up. Send your hip points up towards the ceiling. Engage the front of the legs, your quads. Really lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes, lift a little higher. Release everything down to your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out for a wide bound angle or Supta Baddha Konasana. You can place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Let your spine neutralize after your back bend. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Bring your knees back to center, soles of your feet to the floor. Pull your right knee into your chest for single knee to chest. Send your left leg long or hover your left heel an inch. Try to pull your right knee closer to your right shoulder, your thigh tapping your ribs. Give yourself a squeeze. Release your left foot to the floor. Coming into figure four or thread the needle. Stack your right ankle on your left knee. Lift your left leg up. Reach through that space we just created and pull your left leg in. Press your right knee out. Release your left foot to the floor. Send your right leg high. Interlace your hands behind your knee or your calf, leading with your heart. Lift your upper body up. Coming into an inverted head to knee. Release your upper body down, press your palms into the mat. Flex your toes. Slowly lengthen and lower your right leg all the way down to the floor. Send your left leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Toes up towards the ceiling. Pull your left knee in. Single knee to chest. Send your right leg long or hover your right heel an inch. Give your left knee a squeeze. Trying to tap your thigh to your ribs. Knee going towards your shoulder. Bring your right foot to the floor. Stack your left ankle on your right knee. Lift your right leg up, figure four. Reach through. As you pull your right leg in and press your left knee out. So feel that opposition. Your leg is squeezed. Release your right foot to the floor. Send your left leg high. Interlace behind your knee or your calf. Leading with your heart, lift up. Release yourself down. Palms press down. Left toes towards your nose as you lengthen and lower your left leg all the way down to your mat. Send your right leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Pull both knees in for a double knee to chest. Give your knees a squeeze. You can rock side to side. If you'd like, you can take a happy baby, feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing the pinky toe edge of your foot. Again, you can rock side to side. If you took happy baby, come back to your double knee to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Release your feet to the floor. Walk your feet out to the corner, the edge of your mat. Bring your arms out to a T or goalpost arms. Falling into a wide-legged twist, let your knees fall to the right. Stack your right ankle on your left knee, gaze to the left. Relaxing into your twist, one of our final poses. Take your gaze back to center. Unstack your ankle. Find a slow windshield wiper of your knees, side to side. When your knees fall to the left again, stack your left ankle on your right knee. Gaze to the right. Bring your gaze back to center. Unstack your ankle, bring your knees back to center. Find a slow windshield wiper, side to side. If you'd like one more double knee to chest, feel free to pull your knees in. If there's any other pose you need, you can take it here. If you're ready for final rest, send your legs long, let your feet fall out and palms face up. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your body being supported by the ground and enjoy your final resting pose. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't get my background noise, but I'll come back with 3 rings of the bell. Enjoy. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. It's not hot. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into your body. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, show yourself some gratitude, and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right arm back. Roll onto your right side using your arm as a support. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set in the beginning of your practice. Maybe set a new one to take you through the rest of your Thursday. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin or glance down at your fingertips. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let your breath go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful practice. Awesome job. Hopefully I will